Good morning, everybody. I'm out for a hike today, heading out to Kiket Island, and this is the Kukutali Preserve. It's jointly maintained by the Swinomish Indian tribe and the Washington State Parks. You can get here if you're going between Burlington and Anacortes on Highway 20. It's a turnoff, and then it's a few miles down here to get to the trailhead. There's not very much parking, maybe 6 cars in the lot here and a few cars on the street. And there's a nice outhouse here at the trailhead. Here's a map of where we're going. People would be interested that there are no dogs allowed, no pets, no drones. It is Washington State Parks, so there is the regular state park fee. To get to the island, you go down this first section, and there are private residents on both sides. I can hear some birds already. It's around 9 o'clock this morning and it's 40 degrees. See a bald eagle up there towards the right. Pretty Madrona trees with the red bark. One of the reasons I wanted to come out this morning was to see the red flowering currant. I believe it's starting to bloom, and it attracts the rufous hummingbirds. They usually come back about the time that the currants are blooming, and they are one of our early native trees to bloom, along with the Indian plum. So I'll be looking for both of those blooms this morning. Coming to the junction here, I'm just going to keep going down the middle. You could go to the south or the north. I just heard the eagle calling a little bit. Here's a flowering currant in bloom already, kind of mixed in with these cedar trees. They're kind of loose and airy, and they grow at the edge of the forest. The berries are good for people and animals. Like a lot of the coastal forests here, you're going to see these Madrona trees that have really interesting curvy growth. There are also the Douglas fir trees, western red cedar, hemlock, and then there'll be some spruce. Those are the evergreens. We've now come to this big grassy area. Be nice for picnics, and there's an outhouse here too. We're gonna go a little bit more out into the open and then see the Flagstaff Point. It's nice to have some sunshine. Seen a few robins, a few other small birds. So we're walking out here just a little bit farther. We're staying outside the fence, and the reason we want to go is because of that beautiful bridge down there. That is Deception Pass Bridge. 180 feet up, and it is connecting Fidalgo Island and Whidbey Island. Coming back to the open area, this is where there were lots of robins, the early bird getting the worms. On the way back, I'm going to go to the right to the South Trail. Well, it was a bit windy once I got out to the point there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use the sound, but I'm coming back here along the South Trail, and there are quite a few birds. I saw some chestnut-backed chickadees before, but they were too fast, and there was just an American crow up at the top of that tree. Quite a few robins out, so I'll see what else I can find along this trail. So nice that the sun's coming out. Here's an Indian plum plant. They seem like they're just a little bit behind the red flowering currant. I like them. They're fairly distinguishable because there's a few set of leaves that go straight up, and then the white blooms hang down. We're back on the main trail now, heading down to the connector to get off the island, back to the parking. Well, it's been a beautiful morning to be out. I really enjoyed sitting down there for a few minutes and watching the bald eagle up on the top of the tree. And I got to see a few buffleheads out on the water. Yeah, it's a bit breezy when you get into these open sections, but it wasn't too bad in the forested section. I hope things are going well for you. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great week.